Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Zoo. So we left off our last episode with the train station, and we incorporated the two gulpy drink stalls. So for this episode of Let's Build a Zoo, we're gonna be focusing on the plaza over here. I hope you guys are excited to know my thought processes on how I will be building and making this plaza a very wonderful food plaza. But yeah, so let's get right on into it. So I'm gonna be picking out the food stalls that we have and just placing around, just to show you guys something a bit different from just speed building everything. So I'm thinking, if the guests are gonna come in here, and this is like thinking about the game, right? We don't want to put stalls too near the front here. You don't want to have a stall here because that could just clog up the path, perhaps. So maybe we're gonna place our stalls rather on this main plaza area instead of the entrance area. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably plop down a cosmic cow here. Yeah, plop down a cosmic cow, and then the cosmic cow milkshake, so we have an ice cream and a milkshake next to each other. I like to leave a gap in between just for decorative purposes, and when we're building we can put different things in there. But yeah, and then we're gonna exit the group. I like to place all of these things in the group because I feel when building it makes it so much easier to just build in the same group rather than having separate groups. Now I don't know if we wanna have stalls on the side of the viewing area. I'm not too sure if that's something I would want to do, but that is an option. But I think I'm gonna actually cut out and delete, yeah, something like that. We're gonna delete those pieces over there so we can actually plop in more of these stalls, because I think it'll look really nice if on either side you have just stalls in the center as well. So we're gonna plop down a pip shop water. Let's try and align as close as we can. I'm just trying to make sure we have enough space for stalls on both sides. Pip shot. Pip shot smoothies, pip shot juice, get all the pip shots in here, and then coffee. So then we're gonna do the same on the other side, but with food instead. We're gonna have a chief beef, a maxilente, a hot dog squad, and a pizza pin. Alright, so I'm kind of wondering if I should still have these two here, because this is how I play Planet Zoo. I kind of build as I go. I find it really difficult for me to plan in advance and determine whether I want something to look this way or not. I do prefer building as I go. So I'm kind of liking that the stalls are here. We may have queue problems here because of this part, but I think that should be fine. Perhaps maybe instead of the stalls here, I'm just wondering if we want it by the train station. Maybe it's fine actually. Then over here we can just do more greenery, shrubbery, and here as well. But yeah, I think so far I am liking the layout, so we can maybe just get right on into building. So I'm gonna enter the group. I'm just gonna use the same wall pieces that we've been using throughout this whole zoo. Once again, for the consistency purposes, I do like to make sure all my builds look rather the same, and I think it really pulls in that look. And I know I may sound like a broken record, but I really think that it kind of keeps a coherent theme throughout your park. Now, I'm thinking if, let's see, I'm gonna scroll all the way down. We should do the vertical plank instead to kind of match that build that we have over here. I think I like it. I think so. I think it looks nice to match it as well, so we're gonna match it. And then I know, again, you guys have mentioned to me that building roofs is very very difficult, and yeah, I agree. Roof building is not, I wouldn't say it's my strongest suit. It is very difficult, especially when you get those super odd shaped builds and you're just like, how do I place a roof? But once again, if you have any questions regarding roof building, or you're not too sure how do you place a roof for a specific type of building, please do let me know in the comments below, or send the build in question into my Discord. I do have a Discord as well, and I'm more than happy to see everyone's creations or anything you guys may need help with. I am all ready to help you guys do it. So we're gonna get that roof, and we're gonna get the awnings, obviously, because, or rather the eaves, I mean. I do love putting these, and I feel like it just completes the bill. It completes the bill. The issue I always have is just finding the right one. Okay, do it on this side as well. And yeah, I feel like, you know, sometimes we want to go with like crazy builds, but even simple builds like these I think look really really nice as well. I'm wondering if we could extend, probably not, we probably can't extend the eave unless we do it manually like so, just so we can get a longer eave. Let's see. Okay, I think I got the right height. There you go. I kind of like that. I kind of like this extension that we've done over here, so I'm gonna keep it. Probably have to readjust it a bit because it's not flush or straight. See. This is like the part where you go really really close to your bill and try your best and hope for the best. Maybe it's not in line. Oh, come on. Okay, I think this is the closest we can get. I think. And then what I'm gonna do is gonna use this. Oh, did not separate that from the group. But what we're gonna do is use this pole that we have over here and just attach it to there, so it kind of looks like we have some structural support as well. And then perhaps we could do one in between every other stall, just to kind of demarcate that these are the different stalls you can queue from. They're all about the same. And then yeah, so I'm probably gonna repeat this on the other side, and do the same thing for those two over there. So that will be our time-lapse portion for the video. Alright, so I've completed both the buildings. I did more of a curved wall shaped over here for this building, and then for our regular building that you see me did earlier, it's very simple, just a box building. And I also added these wooden beams, as you have seen, because I think it looks really nice, and it kind of covers up the colors of the stalls, and it just kind of makes it a bit more uniform look. I may do it to that bill at some point of time, but yeah, it's just something that came to me when I was decorating, and I was like, oh, you know, I should cover it so it's less jarring. So right now what I'm gonna do is decorate these buildings and give you a thought, or rather show you guys what are my thought processes when I am decorating after I've completed the main building aspect of it. So normally I'm a person who really likes the signs. I love the store signs. I'm not afraid to use them. So I would generally go back and then find out what are the store signs that I need. So we need an ice cream and a milkshake sign over here. The only issue I have with, I think, the milkshake sign is that it's really big. Even if it's the smallest one, I tend to use this one instead. But maybe we could put it out here. Let me see. Yeah, that's the only issue I have with the cosmic cow milkshake sign. It's huge. They're both huge. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't need such huge signs, but there it goes. And I kind of like it if it's more subtle like that, not on top of the building. So maybe instead we go with just these merchandise signs. Like I said, whenever it comes to the cosmic cow signs, I seldom use the regular signs. I always tend to use these merch signs because the regular signs is just too big, Frontier. It's just slightly too big. If you could make it smaller, that would be perfect. So the next part, apart from adding the signs, I normally try and see if there are any other props that I could use, like theme props perhaps. You could put a flag here. But trying to stick with the Australian theme that we're going for, probably should sort this out by the pack. Yeah, so maybe I think I already added this, right, to that. Oh, I added a painting to that side. Okay. But yeah, so I kind of like to just do like a wall piece of art, I would suppose. Something makes it, or rather something to just add to the wall so it's not too plain. I still haven't figured out how to use these Australian signs. For some reason, I don't know, I'm not inspired to use them. Like, I like that we have these options, but I don't know where I would use those pieces, rather, really. And like this, it's something I feel, for me at least, it's quite difficult to use. To make sure it doesn't turn out weird. Yeah, you know, maybe we could use this. Oh, I'm really thinking of just getting rid of the cosmic signs, even though I love using the store signs. I think we'll just get rid of it and then just use this painting instead to kind of cover up that wall part. Yeah, I think I like this more. Probably will not add the signs again. But yeah, I mean, my style of building is very simplistic, as you guys have seen throughout this whole series. I don't add a lot to the builds. I don't add too many details, too many decorations, etc, etc. So for me, like, I feel like this already is quite nice. Like, I really like this kind of simplistic style. So we head on over to this side. I'm gonna try and see if we can use our store signs So we have water, smoothie, juice, coffee. Water, water, smoothie, juice, coffee. So we have our coffee sign right here. See, like these signs are very small, and I think they don't stick out as much as like the ice cream signs do. So I would definitely still use these signs here. Water, smoothie, juice. Okay, they're all relatively the same height. And then we would do it on the other side. We have pizza, hot dog, Excellente chief beef, pizza. Or I really like that the sign is brown and it kind of blends in with the theme and the color scheme that we have so far. I do wish you could recolor the signs to fit the look of your bill. Unfortunately, it's not possible. But that's a dream. That's a dream. That would be a nice dream to have. And the last one is our Excellente. There we go. I think I'm gonna swap the chief beef stall with the Excellente because I kind of prefer having the signs be like the same, because I think it looks really nice. Like how on the other side we have the pip shot juices all together, and then the coffee on one side. I really like having that because I think it looks better. And then where is my Excellente? There you go, Excellente. Yeah, and then the next thing I also like to do is maybe add queue stalls. So sometimes I like to use these things because I feel like they're very easy, very quick to just plop down and create a queue. And you can do it for all of your bills as well. Very fast. Looks like that. But I don't know. I feel like doing this for this one. I may just trying to see if we have any other fencing, because I do like to reuse my fencing. And once again, sticking with the theme, but I don't think we have too many fencing. We do have this one over here that I remember. So we may just grab this. Not the plants. Not the plants. Just grab this. And use this instead. Because I think this will look much nicer than if we use the stall queue signs. So that's another option. I feel if you're not adding the logos for the shops, you could just use the standing signs instead, and then it's kind of still identifies, okay, this store is what and you just basically know for your own identification purposes of what store is what. Because I feel when I play these kind of games, I would like to know what stall is what as well, just in case we need to tweak something or something in the game I want to change, like increase the prices. I know which stall I would want to increase the prices for. So that's how I build. I build with aesthetic purposes in mind, but also with the purpose of being able to see visually in the game and what is happening. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these two over here. Okay, so far I'm liking this, and we can, I think, add in the tables. Alright, so this part is all gonna be speed building from now onwards. Unfortunately, I did not manage to record the audio for this part of the video when I was doing it live, but that is what it is. So I picked out these 3 different tables and chairs as options that we could consider using in this area. I decided to go with the Australian table instead, that came from the DLC, instead of the other 2 that came from the base game, only because since we are doing an Australian themed zoo, I like that, you know, this is kind of showing the theme even more clearly. Although I do wish that this particular table, like, it looks really nice, but I just wish that they didn't put the Australian animals on it. Then you could use it at, like, in any other style of the zoo. Like if you were building, let's say, a modern zoo or a more rustic looking zoo, I feel like then it would be suitable. But because the Australian animals are on it, it makes it really hard to use it in other places if it's not an Australian themed section in your zoo. Right now I'm just placing bins because, you know, the guests are horrible. They do not want to carry their litter, and I'm just placing it in areas I think would see the most, I guess, footfall from visitors. So I'm putting them in groups of 3 because I feel like that's what you regularly see in food courts and stuff. Like, you know, you have 3 separate bins, so then everyone is not just crowding around that one bin, and everyone can just throw all of their litter at the same time. So that was the kind of the idea I had. I don't know if it actually works in the game, but aesthetically I really like it. And then, you know, this is just how it looks like from a bird's eye view. I do know there are more tables, at least one more table and chair on the right side than on the left side of the plaza, but that's because I think of the train station we built in the previous episode, and if you'd like to go and see that episode, then it is right in the corner. You can head on over and see it. But because of that, yeah, I chose to not have that extra table. And then now we're gonna go into the decorating portion of this area. So we're gonna add more trees, we're gonna add more plants, we're gonna make the area come to life. And I thought I had this idea of making like a planter style I don't know how to describe it, but you guys will see what I mean as the video goes on. So yeah, I wanted this kind of planter style, and I thought that's too wide of a circle if we use those wall pieces, although it makes life so much easier because you get a perfect circle. So instead I went with the I think this is the temple pieces from the South American pack. Oh, I'm so forgetful. I don't remember. With all the packs that are coming out, I really don't remember what packs we have or what I have. But I'm using this to create a planter instead, and like hypothetically in my mind, guests would be able to come and sit down and just, you know, sit on the edge like you would do in real life. And then yeah, so we're just gonna fill this area up with a bit more flowers. I am changing the stone as well to kind of match a color that I like more. So yeah, just putting in some rocks because I feel like it's a bit empty if you don't put rocks. I like to do a bit like a mixture of rocks and plants. Obviously, I think it adds more interest, more contrast to it. And once again, using the Australian red color rocks, the desert rocks, if I'm not wrong, that's what it's called. And then putting a bit more ferns and a bit more of the plants we've been using. And then from the aquatic DLC, I'm taking out those fake rocks because I feel like it looks like pebbles a bit, or smaller rocks. And I think or not gravel, but the what is that word? The word that you for those tiny stones, not like kind of like pebbles, but you put it in gardening. I don't know what it's called, but they look like that to me, so that's why I chose to use it. And then I just duplicated that tree set and put it around. And then over here, I think it'd be nice to have a divider between the stalls queue and the sitting eating area. So I'm just taking out these rectangular square shapes thingies. I still don't know what they're called. And then I thought, okay, maybe we could take out some you know, woodwork art like this, but then I think it didn't really match at all, and it wasn't really the vibe I was going for. You could see me, I think, playing around trying to figure out what is it that I'm gonna do. Then I saw these leaves, right? And I was like, oh, actually I think they would be really cute if we just kind of sunk them in. And then I realized I was going off track on it, and it was not straight, so I had to redo it. But I kind of, like I said, I kind of wish there was a ruler in this game. I mean, the ruler, the fake ruler is the square, is the wall piece that I just laid down, but it'd be so much easier if you had a ruler to know if we're making things straight or not. So I'm just copying and pasting the leaves over and over, and then I realized, oh no, the spacing is not right. So we're just editing it a bit, and I really like it. I thought, you know, we might as well cap it off to make it not seem unfinished in a way. So I added these wooden beams instead. It kind of looks like words are hard today for me, but like a ledge. That's what I'm thinking, a ledge. Then I was thinking maybe I could use the surfboards from the Australian DLC, but then I think it didn't really fit, so I just decided to keep it plain, and then I copied it on the other side, and yeah, that's mostly it. And then I think I just placing a few more trees around the area, getting the area ready for our alligator exhibit as well. And then I thought, you know, we need to do an area over here that kind of conceals the staff path. So I pull out the big rocks from that we've been using again, and then just kind of creating like an archway, like a natural looking archway, although we can tell it's obviously fake. Like it's man-made but looks natural, because I mean no stone is placed like so. But yeah, I kind of like to cover up my staff entrances, because I think it's nice, you know, you don't really want to see it. You kind of want it to blend, so I thought that's a good way of doing so. And I'm not sure if I put the word staff on it. I guess not. Yeah, I guess I didn't. But you could, that's an option for you guys to consider. And then over here I thought it'd be nice to have like a border along the pathway, because we're not using the pathways with the side edging on it. So I thought the rocks would be a nice detail. Putting more bins again, because I am paranoid that it's not, or it's never enough bins for the viewers. And yeah, so we're just looking at some of the shots of how the place looks like, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun building this food area for sure. But yeah, if not, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was a very helpful and insightful video for a lot of you guys, and I will see y'all in the next video. So have a good day, have a good night, and see ya.